Shark, and I know him as Chad Zumock. Welcome to the show. Chad, what? Okay.
I'm a G on a flea.
He's a G on a flea. So, guys, we were with a legendary... Shut up, Bridget! We're on a live show!
So, what's great here is that he calls him out as the Mud Shark immediately and then does the Chad Zumock thing, which is what Kevin Brennan likes to call him. So, this is how he introduces his guest by goofing at him immediately. So, we're off to a good start.
Yeah.
I would have to say.
It's Chad Zumock. That's the only thing you can do, honestly.
So,
you got to treat the guy with respect?
No. Yeah. Well, this is what Alex does masterfully. Is he goes back and forth between treating with respect and then calling him out to his face. So it keeps Chad engaged in the conversation. He's there the whole show. And I would imagine if he just did some of the things that he does over and over again, Chad would probably get up and leave. But he does talk about Chad's rap sheet quite a bit. And he brings out this woman who pretends to be a woman who's in and out of prison. And Alex is her pimp or something because Alex is the pimp on a blimp.
I do that.
Chad, have you ever spent any time in prison? No.
No. I did 3 days in jail.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a good time. Was not fun. But you know what? You live, you learn, you move forward, right? You just keep fighting. Like Rocky says, you keep punching.
Yeah.
So he's got Chad off balance immediately. You ever spend any time in prison? Is he, I'm doing a comedy shows this weekend in Dallas. I'm here to promote my shows. Like immediately he's got him off balance, which is great.
This feels like prison.
Yeah.
That's like that famous Rocky line, you keep punching.
Yeah.
We all know that,
We all
right?
know that one.
With your fists.
You know what Rocky always says? I am what I am. So after that, he made Chad eat a bug. I'm not even joking. They all ate bugs, but Chad put a giant bug in his mouth and then spit it out. That's kind of gross. I'm not going to show you that. But they are taking super chats throughout the episode.
Hey, do you want me to read the super chats?
Yes, read every... What did I say? Before the show, I said read every single super chat.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, Alex, oh gosh. Alex, some Blaze staff are wondering why their lockers are broken, their credit cards are missing. Any
Shut
ideas?
up! Nobody's credit card is missing.
And then
Chad,
another one said I got some Texas barbecue for you. Texas Tack Talk.
Oh, we like Texas Tack Talk. They're good. We like Texas Tack Talk. Thanks for the super chat.
I'm a little confused, but okay.
I know. We're going to get some weird confusion. Chad is a legend. See, Chad, I was trying to explain to Jimmy who you are, and it's kind of hard because Jimmy Googles you, right?
Jimmy?
No. But listen, when we Google you, you've opened for every single comedian. There's
All right, so that's where he starts to go into like kissing his ass and like, oh my gosh, you work with all these great comics. After the credit card joke, he's got to try to bring him back again. No, we're cool, right? Everything's good here, you know?
Chad, you've had so many jobs that you've been fired from.
Yeah, that's right.
Does that set look intentionally like the deck of the Starship Enterprise?
Yeah, so he's a pimp on a blimp, and so
Oh,
that
it's a
set
blimp.
is he's
Okay,
in
got
a
it.
blimp,
Okay.
and the
Got it.
background's
All
actually
right.
moving and stuff. It's pretty fancy. Alex Stein's doing well for himself.
Yeah, but where's the wood paneling? Where's the
Right,
heart?
exactly. Come on, where's the John posters?
Dude, this behind me right here is the background of the Dabbleverse. I went on YouTube the other day, and I swear to God, there were 3 videos queued up for me that were all people, not me, who have probably never even been here before, with this as their background. So say what you will about the wood paneling, but it works. All right. So apparently Chad hates everyone, and we want to get that out.
But Chad, seriously, you caused me a lot of problems because I like you. I consider you a friend. But Kevin, now you're finding Kevin, Chrissy, and Frank, who I'm friends with. Why do you hate Chrissy and Frank so much?
I think they're off the radar right now. I think they just came at me during...
Chrissy's blowing up right now.
She's not blowing up.
She's just on Adam Carolla's show.
Was she? You probably get more viewers than Adam Carolla at this point.
I don't know about that. Adam Carolla is one of the bigger podcasts. But my point is like, Chad, I get the like kind of fighter's mentality that you have. Like somebody punches you, you got to punch back.
Yeah.
I get that. I feel like the same way. But you catch all this collateral damage, and then you're becoming Kevin because you're burning these bridges.
But also, Alex, people like a pile-on. People like jumping on to a scene. They see something. And that's what was happening with me. So I did have to fight back. And listen, I don't know Chris. I never met Chrissy in person.
You never even met Chrissy?
No clue.
And you've talked so much shit about her, dude.
And I did it because of Kevin.
Fucking Chad. I did it because Kevin was making fun of her, and I look up to Kevin, so then I have to make fun of her too, and pile on. Oh, but I don't like pile on. Whoops.
Look how uncomfortable he looks too. He's sitting up in his chair. His hat's pulled down. He now has his hood up over top of his hat.
Yeah, he's dressed
he
like
looks
shit.
so uncomfortable.
He's wearing a hoodie and a ball cap. Of course, Alex Stein is dressed like he is the host of a show, and Chad just looks like they brought him off the street, and he didn't know he was going to be on the show. And there was a video Alex was showing beforehand and afterwards. They went out to eat together. So there's all this behind the scenes stuff with Chad. Like, they do it up right. He actually does makeup and hair for all the guests that come on. So Chad's sitting there getting all done up, getting ready for the show, and he dresses like a slob for it. So I just thought that was it's just an interesting look into what's going on with Chad, who he's fighting with everyone. And he acts like he has no choice, but then it turns out like he started it with Chrissy.
I never even
Frank.
knew that he didn't meet Chrissy.
They've never even met before. Isn't that funny?
Kind of surprising.
I know. That's what I was like. Wait, what? You never even met her? You've talked so much shit about her. What do you mean by that? So, and that's the other thing too, is that Chad thinks that no one's got anything going on because he has nothing going on. She's like, Chrissy, she's got nothing going on. She was just on Adam Carolla. Oh, is that a big show? Yes. Yes, it is. I would love to get on Adam Carolla's show. Yes. That's a pretty big one for sure. Let's give me some props, can we? I mean, that's really what we're here for, right?
Trilogy. Because really, dude, Chad, I work my butt off. I do like all these stupid viral videos where I go and confront Brittany Griner or Storm Barstool.
I've seen them.
But I'm saying the only crap that gets clicks is drama.
Yeah.
The only crap. It's me talking shit about you, Carl talking shit about who. I'm just saying that's what works. That's why Carl has such a successful podcast. People want people to lampoon people. I mean, it's weird. So it's like, I feel like for me, I'm not trying to give you advice by any means.
I'm listening. You're successful. You're doing well.
I'm not that. I mean, I'm doing okay. But what I'm saying is when these people lampoon you and then they make you jump off sides, it's like Tom Brady, like hut, hut, hut. They're trying to get you to draw off sides. And then when you go off sides, you're kind of letting them win. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. There's no, like, it's not a script. We're not following it.
It's not a script.
Where are we going? I don't know. Tomorrow might be another day. So
Tomorrow might be another day. I think I typed that in the chat. I'm like, what? It might be.
Also, he started and didn't finish 5 different sentences.
I know. He has no idea what he's trying to say. And what Alex was saying is that you're being manipulated.
Yeah.
And Chad can't even see that and go, yeah, you know what? I shouldn't just react to every fucking thing. John should also see that and go, oh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't just react to everything that comes my way.
Well, we hope he doesn't change.
No. Starting the show by watching him cry was amazing. So
we hopped on like 5 minutes before the show started, producer Chris and myself, and someone said, you got to see what John's doing right now. So I flip over, and we just started sniping it before the show even started, and he's crying. But not... he did this tribute to Sam Kinison that I'm going to get into. And there's like some tears because his friend had passed away. And he's such a great comic. And what a loss for the world to lose Sam Kinison. He's getting teared up. This was just like you guys all suck. And you're mean to me. And I just wanted to do my comedy show in front of a sold out crowd. And
he brought up his kids.
Of course.
Brought up his fucking kids again.
Holy shit. It's so funny. So, Alex Stein does an amazing job. He comes prepared. He's got a lot of shit to go over with Chad, including deleted tweets. I love because Chad tweets all the time and then deletes it because he thinks twice about it. Like he's just got to stop.
Out like some of the heat. So we have some clips and we're going to talk about 3 deleted tweets. Okay, this is the first deleted tweet. I don't know if you have it up. Number 5. Chad, you're going after all my friends. You went after Revenge of the Sis. So what did you go after them for? You said that's not a fun hang. What the hell, Chad? You go after everybody for why is Royce and Mersh catching strays?
Are they still around?
Yes, they have a huge podcast. Their podcast is doing very well.
They're really not even on my radar.
I know. That's why.
And I met this Royce guy in Orlando.
And he's really nice. And he was
very nice.
So that's what I'm saying. This is why I bring that up. I'm like,
yeah, that's why he's telling you this. Yeah. Why are you going after these guys? How does that help you in any way?
Chad has brought up his fucking radar so many times. Dude, your radar's broken. All right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And just the idea, responding to a tweet that you sent, who knows how long ago, these guys are still around. That has nothing to do with what you're discussing.
Right. Well, I've also met Royce, and he is a very sweet guy. So it's like one of these things where you're just like, they all live in Tampa. I don't know why Chad wouldn't want to be teaming up with these guys, but instead he just acts like, oh, they don't even have anything going on, right? No, they do. They're doing very well.
Wrong again, Chad.
Yeah, right. All right, so now we're talking about Chad going after Anthony Cumia, and they play a clip of Anthony on his show reading a text he got from Chad the night before, like 1 a.m. that was like, fuck you, you suck, you wouldn't be anything without Opie. I dare you to read this on your show. So he reads it, he goes, there, I read it on my show, Chad. So Alex Stein's whole point is like, why are you going after Anthony Cumia? How is that going to fucking help you in any single way?
Both need the cash. But on a serious note, though, you're going after Anthony, and I know you respect Anthony.
Yeah, I do. And before Chrissy and everybody turned on me, I'd go on a show. He loved me. Go back, watch Compound Media. He had me on the whole show. We're laughing our asses off. We go out drinking afterwards. So it's just disheartening. Don't meet your heroes. That's why I didn't want to meet Alex Stein.
Yeah.
Don't meet your. That's his takeaway. Don't meet your heroes. He had nothing. He did nothing wrong. Don't meet your heroes. I've met Anthony. We've hung out multiple times. It's been a delight every time. So I think it's more on you than it is on Anthony on this one. I could be wrong about that.
Boy, you haven't talked about him in so long.
I know.
I was actually listening to your most recent episode, wondering whatever happened to him, because the only reason I know of him is through your show, and you kind of were like, I think we're done with this guy.
Yeah.
So I assumed everyone's done with this guy.
He got boring. No one cares about what he's doing anymore. And then Alex Stein's just like, hey, I got Zumock coming on next week.
Yeah.
And what should I ask him? And I'm like, well, you got to find out the real story about getting punched in the eye. And so, thankfully, he did ask him, because Chad has made up 2 different stories about having the black eye. And neither one was real. They were both ridiculous fabrications. And I said, can we please just get a fucking real answer on what happened here?
A little fast.
My mom.
Did you ever get punched in the eye and they yelled Cumia's country?
Yeah, so that we have to
The super chat just happened saying that MLC with KB, Chad, and Bob was the best MLC. Especially,
That was the best MLC.
Especially when Chad got a black eye in Cumia country, allegedly.
Chad, what the hell happened? Just admit it right now. You're at the Blaze. You're in Glenn Beck's house. What happened that night?
I got punched in the eye by a guy, a drunk guy. That's what happened. Nobody cares except
We
5
do
people.
care. We do care. So the truth came out. Chad got in an argument with some random guy and he got punched. I love the story. Boom. Okay, guys, we do hard-hitting journalism here.
So hard.
So I'm a little annoyed with that one. I know Alex is not trying to go too into Chad on this one. He's trying to keep him on the show. But why was his face covered in grease? Where did the oil come from? He just got into a fight with a guy, got a single punch in the eye, and then he's greasy 5 hours later? He's still not explaining what's going on here.
No.
I do think it's funny that
I was a guest for that episode, Carl.
Yes.
When that video first came up,
Right.
It was the craziest thing I had ever seen. And we had a zillion questions, and getting punched in the face by a drunk guy may have answered one of those.
Well, right. Yes. That I can almost believe, although I still think because there was nothing else on his face except for the black eye.
I'm still not sure. Right.
I still think that like oil or a piece of metal or something got into his eye. I don't know.
Piece of metal.
Seriously.
When he was working in a machine shop late at night.
I think he was
stealing a catalytic converter.
I think he might have been stealing a catalytic converter.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I mean, that's obviously crazy, but it's just weird to me that the injury doesn't match up with a guy who got into a fight.
Not really.
You know, especially the way it was first black and blue, and just the way that it morphed over time. It didn't seem
Sure.
I'm not a doctor. Missy B says it's cool to date your heroes too. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can't wait for you guys to break up so I can make my move. All right. So let's get a detailed report here.
This is why I think you guys would be a match made in heaven. Now what I have is...
You said he was a convicted felon.
Yes, I have a detailed report of some of Chad's transgressions.
But he's not.
He's not convicted, but he has been arrested. Chad, how many times did you guess You've been arrested on this.
It's all traffic. Most of it's traffic.
Not all of it is traffic, Chad. Some of this.
It's not that interesting.
It's not. It's not that interesting. But what is this? Sam Cam can't even see you. What are you trying to do with this?
All right.
What
They have
are you doing with
a
this?
string with
Right there it
credit
is.
cards on the end of
Credit
it.
cards.
Into a
Nice.
trap.
And so you put a credit card on a string like that?
Oh.
Yes.
Chad,
Zing.
Chad, what a dumbass. Do you want the card though?
No, it's good.
Do you want the card?
I'm glad you're pandering to 200 people.
See, and I'm glad that you said that, Doug, when you first started the segment. Chad thinks he's famous outside of the Dabbleverse, and he's kind of not.
Oh.
This is what Chad is known for, stealing credit cards, making up the Kumia Country story. And it's sad for Chad because he's sitting there going, I got booked to be on the show and I'm promoting these comedy gigs, and this is what we're talking about. Like, yeah, that's the only reason why you're interesting,
That's
Chad.
why you're here.
That's the only reason why anyone wants to talk to you, is to goof on you. The credit card on the string thing, holy shit, I didn't see that coming. That was fantastic.
So he thinks he's famous for Walmart jokes or something? Like, why would he think anyone knows who he is?
Because, Doug, he was on an afternoon drive show in Cleveland back in 2009.
Duh.
He was the third mic on an afternoon drive
okay.
show
No,
in
you're
a
right,
single
you're right.
market. That's what everyone knows him for. Oh, man. It's pretty funny. So that piece of paper that Alex pulled out that had the detailed report of all of his rap sheet, that was the spreadsheet that I created when I went on Kevin's show. And I sent that over to Alex before the show. Like, yeah, I got this for you, buddy. No problem. So when he says, it's mostly traffic or that type of thing. No, that entire sheet is all crimes. None of that is traffic violations at all. I left all of that out.
Stealing a car is not a traffic violation.
Right. All right. So I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there is something going on Chad's lower lip, the only lip that he has. It looks like a cold sore or something. So the question does come in.
Jimmy, what the heck? What are the super chats saying?
What's up with Chad's lip? Is it herpes?
What the fuck, Jimmy?
You asked me what the
was
super chat
great.
said. That's what the last super chat said.
My lip.
I think his lip is okay. Oh yeah.
His lips are fine.
So you guys are probably gonna get laid
I
tonight.
got herpes though, so.
Do you have any STDs?
Who doesn't have
Bridget?
herpes?
Do you have any?
Duh.
All the STDs in the book.
I love AIDS.
And there's Comic Chad coming in with a zinger right there. I love AIDS.
I love it.
Pretty good joke.
Oh.
Way to roll with the punches.
Who is he sitting with? Who is that woman?
So this woman is a prop.
Okay.
Alex has a lot of weird characters on his show.
All right.
Like
okay.
his wife's boyfriend is on there a lot, and a bunch of weirdos. So I think she's part of that crew. But the whole point was to hook these two up. I think they're holding hands at this point, or they do in a little bit, because
really
he's
sweet.
like I'm the pimp on a blimp. I'm hooking you guys up, and then they all went out to dinner afterwards. That's the funny thing too. I didn't watch a lot of it, but I tuned in a little bit of them at the Olive Garden having dinner. And Chad's just an awkward dude. He doesn't know how to have fun or carry a conversation. He's just a weird guy. Even on this show, when Alex was out doing like a thing, some kind of bit, you saw the wide shot, and Chad's bent over pulling his phone up and checking his messages. It's like, dude, you're on a show. Just don't look at your phone for just a little bit. Just act like you've been there before. I love how uncomfortable Chad is during this whole thing. Also, there was a very funny joke in the chat on here. Someone wrote, "Hey, look at it. It's Jussie Small Lip." It's pretty good.
I get it.
Pretty good. I like it. This is great. Chad claims he has good credit.
Actually,
Yeah.
with all jokes aside, I have pretty good credit.
There you go.
Really good
Okay,
credit.
Chad, let's ask this. Okay, so we joke about the credit card thing. Let's just get it out of the way. You stole, right here on the thing, it says less than $1,000 on one of these things.
Yeah.
So what the hell, dude? It says petty theft, less than $1,000. So you didn't even spend that much money. What the fuck did you buy?
Would you like to do a part 2 to the show? Because there's a whole nother case that you guys aren't bringing up.
Okay, well, I don't even care. I'm just saying, I can't believe it. Chad got in trouble. He got it off. It ended up being okay. And you got a lot of stuff dismissed. But it was under $1,000. I'm saying, Chad, it's like almost not. Go, like, take their credit and go buy a bunch of gift cards with it. Why didn't you do that?
Yeah.
Alex, if you really want a part 2 to the episode, we can pull up another case, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it.
Okay, all right. Well, there's more to it. There's more to the story. But
Yeah, I promise I'll come back and be just as unfunny.
There's plenty of time left in the show. And Chad goes, oh, we can't get into that now. Like, why not?
There's only 30 minutes left.
Yeah, like, well, you can get into it now if you want to. I don't think you want to. I think is what the real problem is. How can he possibly have good credit?
Someone
Was that
else's
him
credit.
making a joke about the cards? It had to have been, right? He's
no, it
making
wasn't a joke. He goes, no, I really do actually have very good credit.
No.
I swear to God.
Oh, God.
He
All
once
right.
talked about he got a credit card. I remember him bragging. He got a credit card with a $15,000 spending limit and a low APR, he said. Like, first of all, credit cards don't have low APRs, so that's
What
not
kind
true.
of conversation were you having? What is this?
No, it's not his show. He was saying this.
Oh, God.
Chad said that on his show. These are the kind of things he brags about.
Wow.
Things any 24-year-old wouldn't even tell their friends because they're just like,
Right.
oh, yeah, I got a credit card. It's not that impressive. And then this is fantastic. Again, props to Alex Stein, brings up the Dabbleverse. I love it.
No idea what's going on right
That's what
now.
I told Jimmy. Jimmy, do you remember me? Explain to Chad, me trying to explain Chad to you.
Said that you were controversial and had some people in the Dabbleverse. I've never heard of the Dabbleverse. Can you
Explain
explain?
to the Dabbleverse,
Yeah.
Chad.
Do you realize your audience is way bigger than the Dabbleverse?
No, but
Nobody cares.
It's not even about that. What I'm saying is it's very interesting. I like watching it, and that's why I had you on, or one of the reasons is like Kevin or Chrissy, they might get mad at me, but I want to repair that relationship. I'm not saying we all need to be friends, but you need to go on Kevin's show, even if it's once a week, and you guys can fight. That will be entertaining. As a fan, I'm saying I want that as a fan, not as your friend, not as Kevin's friend. I want that as a viewer, and I think you guys are robbing the public by having...
It's not me, it's him. It's all him. He's
Yeah, but you're tweeting too. You said, oh, I want $4,000 or this and that. You're going to have to do some freebies like Bridget before you get paid the big bucks from the pimp. That's how it works, right, Bridget?
How many freebies do you do?
I gotta pay in that way, if you know what I mean.
You know what that means. What? Jen?
Okay, $10.
They deserve each other.
Yeah, right. They're equally hilarious.
So I love the fact that they're bringing up the Dabbleverse. Chad's go, no one even knows what the Dabbleverse is. Like, no, it's actually a lot of people.
But I will rob the public.
It's actually a lot of people. It's the whole reason why people were tuning in for this episode. I know that's why I was checking it out. So this is the last clip I have. This is where Alex is going through the rap sheet. And again, Alex could sit there and just grill him if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he's being fair about it. Not fair. He's just doing the best he can to manipulate Chad to keep him in the chair.
Yeah, he's balancing it.
Keep this bit going as long as possible. So this is fun.
It's crap. I mean, dude, some of these are bad, though, Chad. Let's talk about this one. This is the one I do actually want to get. We want to get this just under, like, water off a duck's back or whatever, the bridge over troubled water. September 2003, charges filed for a stalking protection order violation. Is that an ex-girlfriend? What? Explain to that.
Oh, yeah, it's my ex-girlfriend. You listen way too. My ex-girlfriend was cheating on me, and I caught her, and it was 2001 or something like that?
Yeah, 2003.
Yeah, and I had to go to court. I got a public defender. I got screwed in the whole situation, so.
Yeah, some of these got
That's
dismissed.
I literally got busted for, she was sleeping with another man.
Well, see, and this is my point, Chad. It's like, you're really not a bad guy. Like, I know probably I've lied, you've lied, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to
I've never lied.
I love the way Chad tells a story. There was an order of protection against him. Do you know how difficult that is and how scared someone has to be of you to file an order of protection for stalking? And his story is, oh, my girlfriend was cheating on me. I walked in on her with this guy, and then they took me to court. Well, I think you missed a couple things there. Like, what else? What else happened?
Who are these podcasts? WAT.